Hello everybody and welcome to, it's not really a collective, although I might pull cards, but it's a little bit of a chinwag, shall we say. I wanted to kind of jump on to touch upon some things that have been happening recently in the collective. There's so many things that have been happening in the collective because Pisces season, let's face it, she's been a mess. But one thing that's really coming through in a lot of readings, in conversations I'm having, in my own experience, is that our dreams are on acid right now. So I wanted to kind of chat about them a little bit, discuss some things that have come up for me, discuss some things that I've noticed as well, and kind of just, I've wrote a few things down so I don't forget anything, so do excuse me if you see me looking down. But yeah, you know, there's a lot of people that have been saying, I've been doing this, I've been doing that, my dreams have been so this, they've been so that. So I wanted to kind of discuss what I know about the reasons why you might be experiencing this. So the first thing that I've noticed about my dreams in this cycle at the moment, and more specifically in Pisces season, is that they have been very karmic in nature. Pisces season is, Pisces is a sign, they're very dreamy, they're very connected to the psychic, very connected to spirit. So naturally, you probably are going to have more dreams in Pisces season anyway. But to top that off, we do also have the fact that Pisces season is the last season of the astrological year. I know that I say this all the time, I sound like a broken record. So you tend to wrap out more cycles anyway, more karma comes up to be closed out. And then to top that off, we have got a spectacularly crazy astrological Pisces season goings on. Like there's some serious cosmic chaos. We've got Venus retrograde, Mercury retrograde, 2 eclipses, full moon in Virgo, full moon eclipse in Virgo coming up on the 14th, so a few days from now, so the energies are going to be coming into play already. What else is there? I'm sure there's something going on with Neptune at some point. That could be in Aries season though, so don't quote me on that. And yeah, just loads of stuff. Just loads and loads of stuff. So it's going to bring things to the forefront. And the main topic, I feel, for Pisces season in the dream state has been wrapping up karmic endings. So you might be dreaming of your karmics from the past. You might be dreaming of your counterpart's karmic. You might be dreaming of your counterpart and cycles that you've been in the past, which have been a little bit more negative in the way, like, basically we are working super hard to close out these cycles, including in the astral, because if you're closing out cycles in dream state, or if you're going through that kind of process of reflection through dreaming, you are going to feel like it's less work in when you're awake, if you know what I mean. It's less work when you're conscious. When you dream, especially when you have really vivid dreams, a lot of what we do a lot of the time is we'll sit there and go, that dream was so weird, and then you think about it and you reflect on it, and you kind of like, Spirit's saying to me there's a method to the madness. So that might resonate for some people when I'm saying this, I don't know, but there is a method to the madness of dreaming, and it is because ultimately you're going to reflect on it when you wake up. You're going to say, what does that mean? Oh, I was dreaming about that ex. Why was I dreaming about that ex? Because that came up and that's something I need to deal with, and maybe I need to forgive him for this. And I think as well there's been a couple of types of different karmic closure that I've been seeing in people's dreams, and that is coming from a more negative place with more negative elements. For example, could be fear-based, could be needing forgiveness, but also you might be dreaming of karmics in a loving way, in a compassionate way, and you know that can also be to reflect on the connection when you are awake and put it to bed positively, you know, kind of have a positive ending to it, like have some positive closure. Other things that have come up that I wanted to, that I've kind of, sorry, I completely paused then, blanked out. That just shows how dreamy I've been, and Pisces season has been as well, that I just completely spaced out in a video. But yeah, other things that I've kind of wrote down about the dream state at the moment that you might find resonates is we've got downloads, so many downloads. So a lot of people are saying, and I have experienced this myself as well, that they are seeing signs or synchronicities or angel numbers in their dreams. So Spirit's even trying to get these messages across to you in dream state. If you're seeing angel numbers or a sign in your dream state, that is Spirit giving you like a little bit of a signpost that that dream has some significance and to pay attention to it. When you pay attention to the dream, don't just pay attention to like what happens in the dream. Pay attention to the location of the dream. That is pretty important. Pay attention to the energy of the dream. Does the energy of the dream feel icky? Does it feel good? Like, how does it feel? Like, really kind of use all your senses to unravel the message, because Spirit will put these things in layers. And the thing is as well with this is, especially, honestly, we should never bypass dreaming. We should never write it off as, oh, it's just a crazy dream, I've got an imagination. You know, we should never write it off as that, because one of the ways that Spirit communicates, especially if you don't engross yourself in your psychic abilities, is one of the ways to communicate, especially in the early days as well, is through dreaming. So because it's easier to convey a message. So we've got that, and then there's also a lot of lucid dreaming going on as well. So lucid dreaming, if you don't know, is where you have some level of control and you can kind of navigate the dream a little bit. You can change parts, you can, you know, affect the dream. And when you are lucid dreaming, it's absolutely an opportunity to ask questions. So if you are having lots of lucid dreaming, lots of lucid dreams, try to embrace it for what it is. Embrace the experience, but also embrace the opportunity to ask questions, to ask your guides for things, because that's what these dreams are there for. That's the purpose of them. So what else did I write down? A lot of the dreams at the moment are prophetic as well, so that's something that's really interesting, especially if you've never had prophetic dreams as well. So you might find that you are dreaming things and then you're seeing a version of that event in reality. So that's happening a lot. That happens a lot with me anyway. Like, I honestly, ridiculously prophetic dreams constantly. It's quite irritating sometimes. Because I'm like, literally, I'll have really obscure, like, it comes across in an obscure way, but it's all synchronized. It's all to help you to tell you a story as well, and to help encourage your connection with Spirit, help to encourage your faith in Spirit as well. If you're having a dream about something and then it comes to happen in the 3D, even if it is a little different, you're going to go, I dreamt about that. And that's something I find with deja vu as well. Like, if I ever have deja vu, chances are I've already dreamt it. But yeah, so that's quite significant at the moment, so do pay attention to that. The dreams as well are vivid AF, like, literally. Another thing about dreams right now is that you might find that they almost feel real. Like, I have honestly been sat with some of these dreams and thinking, God, it's like, I can barely tell the difference. Obviously I can, but on a scale of dreaming, I'm like, this is like really, really quite vivid. And then the other thing as well is, a lot of people will be noticing, especially those that have experienced a lot of work in the dream state, so a lot of prophetic dreams, like, you're quite accustomed to having a vivid dream or a lucid dream, you might find that you are visiting completely different dimensions, planets, lifetimes, through, like, it's timeline jumping in the dream state. So, you know, there's some significant things, and one thing I would recommend to everybody is to keep a dream journal. Really, really highly recommend it right now, especially coming to the tail end of Pisces season, because as we wrap things out and close things out, there's going to be more of this. It's like Spirit saying to me now, it's almost going to be feverish with how many dreams and stuff like that's going to be happening. And Spirit again is just saying now, as I'm saying this, a big close out as well. So definitely keep a dream journal. you know, it's something that I'm considering offering as a service, is a little bit of dream interpretation. So do let me know if you want more information on that, or if you think it's a good idea, comment below. Because yeah, I do think that they're quite significant at the moment, and there's a lot going on, and Spirit's got a lot of messages to share. You know, I've had a lot of people come to me over the years and talk about the dreams and say this has happened, and then it's happened in reality. And you know, there's more so now than I've ever seen before, despite having had so many people already, you know, talk to me about the dreams and stuff. Messages are coming to us through so very significantly. So literally all I can say about that is make sure you write everything down. And yeah, you know, if you feel like you want more information on dream state, comment below and maybe I'll make another video